Panda, 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 panda. I got broads in Atlanta. Just took the lean in the family. Credit cards and the scammers. Getting the licks in the band.
Okay, guys. So I'm back. This is your girl Quenisha. So this video we're gonna talk about how I almost got kidnapped in India. It was really, really, really scary. It's really, really, really true. And yeah, so I just go right in it. So if you want to know why I went to India, you can watch my last video. Or you can watch my experience and the group that I went with. So basically, me and my roommate in India, we didn't want to go to a cooking class. Everybody in the group wanted to go to a cooking class. We didn't want to go, so we said, forget it. We don't want to waste our money on a cooking class. We don't want to cook, so let's go to the mall. So we're like, okay, let's just go to the mall. So we told the coordinator. The coordinator was like, okay, yeah, it's fine. This is a tourist area, so you guys will be safe. So we're like, okay, cool, that's fine. So he got the tuk-tuk for us. If you don't know what a tuk-tuk is like a taxi in India. It's like a really small little car that fits maybe 3 or 4 people. No doors are on it. It's open and it's just like a taxi. It's like yellow and green, of that sort. So he called the tuk-tuk for us. We got in the tuk-tuk. He already talked to the tuk-tuk, told him that we were going to the local mall, discussed the price, did all of that. So we were like, okay, let's go. Hopped in the tuk-tuk. The mall ride was maybe like 10 or 15 minutes. As soon as we got out the tuk-tuk, the driver was like, more money. And we were like, no, you just talked to our coordinator who was Indian, who talked to you in you guys' language, told you the price. It's not more money. And he was like, 20 rupees, 20 more rupees. So we were like, no. And he said 10 more rupees. So we were like, no, we're just gonna give you the amount that you like already discussed with the coordinator about. So he like turned his tuk-tuk off and was just like sitting there and like got on his phone. So we were like, okay, whatever. We gave him the money and we like hurry up and ran across the road to the mall. If you've never been in India or have not experienced the India streets, it's really, really crazy. You will know that cars are like riding all throughout the night and you just have to like run like a freaking chicken with the head cut off across the road. So basically that's what we did, so fast until the mall. And we start walking around the mall. So mind you, the coordinator told us that this is a tourist area, Mysore, India, because like the palace was down there. Everybody comes around the world to come and see the palace. So we thought like, okay, we're gonna see like some people from America, like where I'm from, or UK, like where she's from. We didn't see anybody. Everybody was Indian. Everybody was traditional Indian as well. So it was just like weird. Everybody was looking at us. So we just like continued to walk around the mall and walk around the stores just so she can find her something to wear. Because my birthday was tomorrow. So we were going to go to like this club and stuff. So it was weird. She couldn't find anything because too many people were looking at us. So we were just like, okay, we're going to just go. As soon as we walked out the door, I noticed this guy like 2 feet behind me. Like if I turn around, he's like breathing on my neck. And I'm like, what the hell? So I was just like, okay, maybe he's just like trying to hurry up and get out the mall. So as soon as we sat down maybe like 10 feet away from the mall's door to look for the hotel car so that we can tell the tuk-tuk driver when we like call one or whatever, try to get one, where we're going. So she's like rumbling through her bag trying to find the car for the hotel. So I noticed this guy sit right in front of us, like literally 5 feet in front of us, and he's just like staring at me like this on his phone. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, okay, maybe he's never seen an American before. Maybe he's never seen a black American before. I don't know. But it was just like weird how he was staring at me. So she's just going through her bag trying to find the car so that we can tell the tuk-tuk driver the location where we're at. So I like jab her like, Rachel, I think this guy's like following us. That's the same guy who was like right behind my neck. So she was like, what? And she looks up and she sees him like glazing at us like a freaking hot donut in the oven, waiting to eat us up, literally. And I'm so sorry that I described it that way, but that's how I felt. So she's like, oh my gosh, let's go back to the the mall door, so that, you know, there's more people right there. I mean, we were like 20 feet away, but still we didn't want to be like, we were like, let's go where the lights are. So we like went over there where the door was, and it was like the security lady just having like this little metal detector thing, and just, you know, she's really short, doesn't look like she can like fight anybody, but it was somebody who was from India, security type police. So we just like went over there by her. And when we went over there, the guy like got up from where he was sitting right in front of us, and like was like looking around the corner, looking at us, and he was just like staring. He would not let us go. He stared us down. We went this way, he went that way. He would not turn his eyes. We went that way, he would not turn his eyes. It was like scary, guys. So we were like, oh my goodness, like we should call the coordinator and tell them what's going on. So we called the coordinator, and well, Rachel, my roommate, called the coordinator. She was like, hi, we're really scared. We feel like this guy's like following us. He's not like letting us go. We're trying to find the tuk-tuk, but he's becoming scary. So he's like, oh, no, it's fine. They're probably just staring. Staring is fine. You're okay. I don't think he like understood what was going on and how scared we were. But he was just like, you're fine. It's okay. So he was like, okay. He's like, just call a tuk-tuk, which was like the bus stop. And it was like a bunch of tuk-tuks and a bunch of people trying to get a ride. He was like, just go over there and just try to get the tuk-tuk. So we're like, okay, let's go over there and try to get the tuk-tuk. So he hung up. And we went up, we asked the security lady, we were like, where's the tuk-tuks? She said, bus stop up there, maybe like, you know, up a little bit. So in India, it gets dark really, really early. We were at the mall maybe at like 7 something, 8 something, and it was like almost pitch black, like around 7:30. And so she was like, up there. So we looked and we were like, we can see someone, but it looked so dark. So we were scared. So we were like, okay, let's just walk. And maybe it was another 50 feet away. We can see, but it wasn't like really, really close. So, so we walked over there where the people were. Well, we tried to walk over there where the tuk-tuk driver and the bus stop was. And the guy got up and started following us. So we ran as fast as we could back to the mall area, because he started following us. We ran so fast. It was like screaming back to the mall. We were so scared. We was like, no, he's following us. So we tried to tell the security lady, like, we need a tuk-tuk, we're scared, you know. And she's like, so we like try to point to the guy and say, he's following us. She's like, translator, him to translate, you guys. So we're like, no, what the fuck? 'Cause she couldn't understand us. So we like ran back to the to like where everybody was, because she couldn't understand us. Went back to the mall, went inside the mall. So we were like, oh my goodness, we cannot stay here. He's gonna just stay and wait till we're here, the only people. We were so scared. So it was like, oh my goodness, like what to do. So we went back out, because a tuk-tuk driver was like dropping people off. So it was like, maybe the people that are getting dropped off to go to the mall or to this area, we can just get one that's right here instead of going to the bus stop, so that we can, you know, we can just hurry up and go back to the hotel. So we went outside. The next one that dropped somebody off, we like ran up to him, like both of us, we had the car, we're like, take us here, please take us here. He's like, bus stop up there. We're like, what the fuck? So as soon as we were like, no. So we're like starting to walk back to the mall, like door or whatever. So sad and depressed, like what the hell? The guy's still standing there like looking at us the whole time with his phone out. It was like so scary. The guy didn't even look homeless. He didn't even look like a traditional Indian like everybody else. He had on like a Nike hat, a blue Nike hat, I will not forget, like almost down to his eyes. a Nike shirt, and some jeans. So he looked like he had like all.
One eternity later.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. My camera did something. But yeah, so he looked like he had like money. I don't know. He just wasn't a traditional Indian. So he like saw us like looking for tuk-tuks, I guess. So as we were walking back to the hotel, I keep saying hotel. We wanted to get to the hotel so bad. Maybe that's why I keep saying that. As we were walking back to the mall door, he like walked past us and he was like, "You need a taxi?" And like did his head like this. And I was like, he's like, "You need a taxi?" And he like had something in his hand as he was doing it. And I was like, so scared. And I was just like, come on, come on, come on, come on. Like to Rachel, back to the mall door. And he like he was walking past us. Like we were walking this way, back to the mall door, like so depressed and like scared. And he was walking this way. He said, "You need a taxi?" And like did his head like that. And I was like, and turned back around, and we like ran up there a little bit faster than we were, and he had something in his hand. So I like looked, and I was like, "Rachel, look." He started walking to a car that was right there, like on the side of the mall. So we're like looking down there to see, and he get into this black Jeep, like 4x4 Jeep, tinted windows, all black, and get inside and just like crank the car up. So I guess what was in his hand were the keys. I don't know how like the Indian car keys look, but it looked like a knife to me. So that's why we kind of like ran. It had like a black little plastic piece, and the key part was like this long. In America, our key thing is like this long. His was like literally like this long. So I thought it was a knife, so I was scared. So I was like, "Rachel, let's come." So anyway, he went back, he went in his car, and he like cranked up the car to this like all black Jeep 4x4. And he started like riding slow. So we were like, okay, he's getting in his car, he's probably finna leave. So we were trying to like go up there to the bus stop. We was like, "Let's go." So we tried to like go to the bus stop. We really wanted to just get back to the hotel at this point. So we tried to like go up there to the tuk-tuk bus stop, which was like 50 feet away again. And he like rides his 4x4 Jeep close to us. Like soon as he saw us walking that way, he like went up there so fast, and then he slowed down when he got to us, put on his hazard lights, rolled down his windows, and we like turned around. We ran so fast back to the mall. We were so scared. Oh my goodness. So at this time, we oh, I forgot to say that Rachel had called the coordinator again and told him like, "We're really scared, please." So he called one of his buddies, his tuk-tuk buddies, got us a ride. So he was like, he's on the way. So by this time, another tuk-tuk driver had came up, and we were like, "Are you this guy? Are you our friend for the tuk-tuk?" He's like, yeah, back to the hotel." So we didn't even know if that was a real guy. We were just like so scared. So we freaking got in the tuk-tuk driver. As we get in the tuk-tuk driver, we're like giving him the hotel key. The hotel like card. And the guy who was in the car, he like waved at us when we were driving off. He was like, we were like, "What the fuck?" Like, I'm officially freaked out. So as we get in the tuk-tuk drive off, we were so scared. We didn't even know for sure was the coordinator's friend. We just was like really ready to go at this point. The tuk-tuk driver was like acting crazy or freaking us out. I don't know, maybe we was like freaked out from the guy before. So we're like, "Are you going to this hotel?" We said the hotel name. He said, "No, you're going to this hotel." We were like, "No, we're going to this hotel." We were like just like freaking out. So I guess he didn't understand, or I don't know what the hell happened. So we were like, get us off. So he was like maybe 2 blocks away. The tuk-tuk driver was like, "Get off, get off, get off." He was like, "No." So he like stopped the tuk-tuk. I'm like halfway out. Rachel's like, I'll get halfway out, and if this is not the right guy, we were like calling our like coordinator. If this is not the right guy, we're just gonna like run. We were 2 blocks away from the mall, so we didn't even know where we were at this point. We were just like, we're just gonna run. So I'm like halfway out. We're like, are you going the right way? Are you? So we're like on the phone with the driver. Is this your friend? Is this your friend? Like freaking out, guys. It was so crazy. So turns out it was his friend. And he's like driving us there. But so we're like, okay, we're safe. We feel safe. Then we start thinking like, what if the guy's like following us from the mall, because he was like waving at us all creepy. So what if the guy's like following us? So like every like 2 seconds I'm looking back in the tuk-tuk, like sticking my head out the door, like looking, just like scared and like freaked out. So we finally like see something that we know. We're like, oh yeah, we passed that. He's taking us right, because we were still thinking in our head like maybe he's not taking us to the right location. Like it was just like scary. So then he took us there. We paid him. We like got out the tuk-tuk, ran in the hotel, and it was just like crazy, like weird. We told all the people who went to the cooking class, our other friends, what happened. It was just so scary. The coordinator like talked to us about it. I don't know. It was just scary, guys. Like I literally felt like I was in a Lifetime movie. Like it was nothing but like God, the way we survived. Like how I'm putting it does not describe that feeling of that guy trying to get us in that car. He got in the car, he like put his hazard lights on, rolled down his windows, and like attempted to open the door, drive close while we were walking, we were thinking like he was trying to like put us in the car. So it was like scary. That feeling, it was scary. But that's my crazy story on how I literally felt like I got kidnapped in India, but I didn't. So that's crazy. I'm sorry. So yeah, we're safe now, so I can just like calm down or whatever. That's it. My next video, I'll explain some like crazy wild stories, some games that we played in India that was fun as well. Alright, see you guys next time. Make sure you like and subscribe to my channel for more videos. If you have any questions about my crazy kidnapping story, like, subscribe again, and comment at the bottom about anything that you want to know. I'll tell you everything that I experienced, the do's and the don'ts in India, and see you next time, guys.